Middlesex County Colts. So I think the game's going to fare today for the girls.
You know, I mean, they're 18-0 in Region 19 play. They're on a hot streak because all those games come later in the season. They play fantastic here at the Collins Arena all the time. And, you know, in this game, it's really going to come down to their size. They have a couple of players over 6 foot. The matches on the other side really don't favor, you know, Middlesex. So, I mean, it's really going to be a tough match, but they got to win down low.
That was a big problem when they played earlier here at the Collins Arena. Brookdale TV covering that game, me and Gus. It was close in the beginning of the game, and then as always, Brookdale just started to pull away, and it was, you know, it was all said and done. Jen Sharika was one of the girls who I believe she made one of the all-conference team who shined for them, really scoring most of the points that they had. So definitely keep an eye on her. We'll see how she does. Paxton Reddington and Maria Trapp also named to all-conference teams as Brookdale's getting announced here. So exciting season for Coach Bob, and see how he fares.
Bob Devine has been a great coach. He's done things with his women's program. You know, he's had the players to do it, but it still takes a coaching ability to be able to put up, you know, 20 wins a season, 25 wins a season every single time. It's an impressive resume for him, and you know, it's just going to continue because he can draw on players because he's known as a coach. Yeah,
I got word when I was down there that between the Camden and the Cumberland game, Cumberland did win about, I think I heard 71-62. So I believe that was the better matchup for the Blues. When I was looking at the schedule, I remembered the Cumberland game that we covered early January. They beat them by 11. When they faced Camden, a little bit closer of a game at Camden, and the one at home. Actually no, I got it backwards. So they beat Camden a little bit more than they did Cumberland, but remembering back to the Cumberland game, it wasn't that tough of a matchup for them.
Well, you know, it's the same situation here. One win, one loss, you're out. I mean, you just got to come to play every single game and play your best basketball and advance. I mean, there's really not much more to it. Every team that was left in the top 4 seeds in the men's conference, very close games every single time those teams played, especially between Brookdale and all of them. It's going to be a great finals for whoever Brookdale has to play.
I think so, yeah. So that game is going on right now in the B-Rec. That is Camden and Delaware. Delaware's been a team that whenever I look on the Region 19 website, because I do the stuff for the radio as well for 90.5 tonight, as we get the tip off here, goes right to Lauren Bowler, heading into the basket, quick bucket. Delaware's always got like a player of the week. They're always in that headline, so it'll be interesting to see if they play them.
That's the way Brookdale wants to start. You know, they're a fast team. They like to run the floor.
Immediately right in. Giselle Santana for the Colts.
Samantha Carlson, I mean, I've known her from a long time. I played baseball with her 2 brothers who I actually saw down here, and she's a very hothead. I mean, that's not a bad thing because she likes to bring emotion into the game, but she's got to control that, and that's not a great foul to start off, obviously, the game, but I mean, I'm sure you're not going to see her doing that much more.
So made both the free throws there. Bring it back down. We'll stay on this side of the court.
That's a play they love to run. They use her size to an advantage. They're going to use it all game because the player she's going up against is 5'11". She's got 3 inches on her.
That's always been a problem for pretty much any team who's coming to the Collins Arena, is trying to match up with Trapp and Carlson when they're both in. There's Trapp grabbing the rebound. She was named to the first team all-conference. Taking the 3, and it's good.
What a way to start it off.
Korea Perrier. Marina Lukinov driving back down to the other side of the court, gets fouled.
Bob Dubina didn't like that, the reaction. He's not a very tolerant coach for lazy players, and that was a pretty easy lane. In my opinion, it was a good foul because you don't want to give the girl an easy shot. Reddington, I mean, just stuck her arms out. If you're going to foul her, don't give her that easy chance to make the 3-point play.
Exactly. Yeah, you see it with Coach Bob all the time. Like you said, he gets into him. Even if you're at a 30-point lead, he's still getting into you.
Yeah, he expects discipline and great play from every single player, regardless of the lead, regardless of the situation, every player up and down the bench.
And when you meet him outside of the court, outside of the sideline, nicest guy you ever meet.
You'll have the best conversation in the world. Same thing with Paul Chizek. The most animated coach on the sideline. Exactly, just nicest guy when you talk to him.
Giselle Santana. Look around, there's a shot. Sails just over the rim. Korea Perrier.
They're going to say that went off of Brookdale?
Really?
That ball looked like it went clean straight out of bounds.
That they're going to have a discussion, and I'm going to take. Yeah, okay. That's the right call there.
Yeah, they definitely got that right.
Yeah.
The ball landed out of bounds. I mean, we saw a couple of questionable calls leading to, the fan section last game overreacting. That's going to happen.
That was interesting, yes.
Yeah, that's a big game. I mean, there's going to be emotion, right?
Everybody wants to come in and beat the former champions in their own house.
Yeah.
Lukianov laying it in there.
The pass from big girl to big girl using their size. You saw Carlson holding the ball up high along the perimeter, really using her height to her advantage, protecting the ball.
She will get called on the travel. Giselle Santana of Middlesex.
The one thing that really surprises me about Jennifer Sharika is she's able to have such an impressive offensive year, and she's only 5'2". I mean, it's difficult to get into the basket for the small girls. I mean, look at me. I played basketball for 12 years, and I'm only 5'6".
Yeah. Trap getting fouled. Heading to the free throw line, take a couple of shots.
Middlesex foul charge number 32, Janae Clark.
You're going to see that a lot. The smaller girls trying to reach up to block the ball, just going to slap their arms a lot.
Yeah.
For 2 shots.
Ball bounces around and lands in for the first shot. Attention all Fall 13 and Spring 14 graduates. Commencement ceremonies will be held in the Collins Arena right here, Friday, May 16th. Check your Brookdale email now for more information regarding the countdown to graduation events planned in early April. Trap nets her second free throw there. Kind of loses control. The ball goes out, and we will go the other way.
That's the one thing that Middlesex has got to not do. Oh, that's going to be a violation.
So we'll just give it a little redo.
Usually, by rule, I mean, I was a referee for a few years. By rule, you're supposed to turn that ball over.
Yeah. Trap hit a 3 a couple games ago. Surprisingly, she pulled one up.
I like to see those big girls that can shoot.
Yeah. She's got a decent mid-range jumper, too. There's a 3 there. Bounces off the back of the rim, rebounded by Middlesex, putting it back up, gets fouled.
Well, that's the one way that they're going to be able to stay alive in this game.
Yep.
A couple of costly turnovers. I mean, if you're Middlesex, you gotta slow the game down, play your game, and get a good shot every single possession. And the second chance rebound there, it came a little bit easy for Perrier. But I mean, you saw Bob Davina screaming at his players on the court right now, trying to discipline them.
Yeah.
Wondering where were the bodies down low. She just grabbed that rebound in front of 2 girls that were bigger than her.
So all tied up 8-8, just under 17:30 left in the first half here. Very early in the game. A little bit more of a fast pace than the women's game we saw earlier. Division II matchup. Got exciting at the end. Good defense there by Brookdale. Very physical. Nothing called. 2-on-1 situation. Lukianov and Paxton Reddington. Shot doesn't land. Reddington puts it back up. No good. Samantha Carlson in the right place at the right time. Grabs the board.
The thing I want to see Lukianov do there is just drop it back off. There's a 2-on-1.
Yeah.
The teammate was standing wide open down low.
A little bit of role reversal there. Paxton Reddington in the paint. Samantha Carlson now taking the shot.
That's a shot Middlesex is going to try and force Brookdale to take all the time.
Yeah. Oh, ball loose. Grabbed by Reddington on the floor. We got a timeout. So quick timeout called by Coach Davina. Nice little heads-up play there. Keep the ball in his possession. It's going to be interesting to see when Coach Bob starts to go to the bench, being in a lot closer, more important game, you could say. When losing, you're out. He would usually go very quickly. He would either put in, Jasmine Palma, Nadia Sanislow out to kind of spark the team a little bit, but the squad's doing all right so far. They're hanging in there.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's one thing that you don't see often, especially in the lower levels of college basketball, is a deep bench. We saw before in the second game, I forgot what team it was.
Burlington,
Burlington only had one player on the bench. I mean, you got to wonder how, if they play in the first, and how they're going to make it through 4 games in 3 days in this tournament to try and get to that final, and how it's going to affect your players. But, I mean, Brookdale has always had a deep bench. They've always had a great athletic program here, which attracts players, and people come and they want to play here.
Yeah, everybody sees the banners hanging up, and, they want to get a ring themselves. Rebounded there by Carlson. Lukianov setting it up top, over to Bowler. Already picked up 1 foul early, want to keep her out of trouble. Driving in. She'll take 2. Another thing we saw, me and Gus were talking about down there when we saw Middlesex first come out, they got a couple more players from the last time we saw them here, whether it was injuries or what have you. They didn't have that many people on their bench last time they were here, so we'll see how that plays into their favor.
Well, that's definitely going to help them, especially down low. I mean, we saw right there Victoria Valenta, who just took that block. It's called help side defense for a reason. A couple players up top were lazy and didn't hurry up to get over, and Valenta actually got there late, and that's the reason why she wasn't in place to take the charge.
Yeah.
But they're definitely, I see a few big girls on the bench, and they're definitely going to need their bodies down low, because your bodies get tired. It's all below the hips with boxing out. It's leg work.
Driving back down the court. Brookdale up 9-8, 15:40 left. Middlesex trying to get something going offensively here. Get it inside to Perrier. Back over, taking the shot. And it's good. Over Travis, Victoria Valenta.
Valenta's not a great shooter, especially the baseline is one of the hardest shots in the game. And if you're Trav, you're going to give her that shot. She's not going to make it every time. It's not a high percentage shot.
No. So travel called against Brookdale's little mental mistakes is what's going to kill you.
And really, it's been the tale of the game so far. There's only been a couple turnovers for Middlesex, which cost them a couple of possessions, but Brookdale really not working the ball around using the entire team.
Bowler playing hard defense. I would have said she slipped on that one.
Yeah, that's a problem with a lot of people when they say selling it or they're diving.
Yeah.
Falling to the ground. Falling to the ground sells a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
And I was always told, especially in baseball, I mean, if you're playing second base and the player is stealing, even if you don't get the tag on him, make it look like you're acting like you get the tag on him.
It's always been a part of the game.
Absolutely.
Starting to become more prevalent in professional sports a little bit now, getting a little bit more time in the light with basketball, all the flopping and the new rules they're trying to put against it and all that.
Absolutely, and that's where instant replay is definitely going to come in handy.
Yep.
If it's not administered in the game, it'll definitely be worth a fine or a suspension after the game.
See how the new commissioner over there does with getting on players about that.
I want to see him turn the NBA around. I mean, not many people that I know watch the NBA. A lot of people just watch March Madness because it's such a great thing.
I stopped watching professional basketball probably a couple of years ago, right when the Nets moved to Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if you look in the NBA, it's completely different. It's all about a couple of stars on each team doing ISO plays and just taking jump shots. There's only one team, the Indiana Pacers.
Exactly, Inside there, Carlson getting a nice look from Trapp, bringing up to an 11-10 lead for the Jersey Blues. 14 minutes remaining here in the first half. Ooh, big three there. There she is, Jennifer Sharika.
That's the reason why she's the leading scorer.
Yep. Shot by Lukianov, usually makes that one. Bounces off the front of the rim. That would have been, that would have been something. Trying to push it down court, gets to Paxton Reddington. Doesn't fall in, no foul called. Jennifer Sharika driving down, gets blocked by Trapp. Tries to save it. Winds back up in Middlesex possession. Perrier with the three, no good. Oh, if she would have went up with that shot, Carlson would have she would have knocked that into the stands. She stopped. She knew what was going to happen at that one.
And I think the reason why she didn't go up with that was not only because she was intimidated, because of the play right before that with Trapp just swatting away Sharika's shot. Almost no effort.
Yeah, that's 5-2 against 6-2. That's not going to end very well for the 5-2 end of that.
It's pure physics. There's no basketball involved in that.
Up top to Reddington, driving in once more. Doesn't fall again. Grabbed by Perrier, poked out by Trav. Ooh, almost went out of bounds, but she saved it.
Yeah, she got away with a carry there, too, I think.
Coach Powell will tell her to slow it down a little bit. 19 seconds on the shot clock. Good defense there. Nice job by DeGrush getting a hand on that ball.
Yeah,
that's a good call.
Absolutely. Second that you see the elbow go out or the shoulder dip, you got to call it right in front of the ref, an easy one.
Yeah.
Offensive foul number 12, Korea Perrier. That's her first. Middlesex.
Talking to Sam Carlson's dad before, and he says that since he's a sophomore, she's starting to think about maybe playing at a D2 or D3 school, and she has a couple of schools in mind. I'm not sure. I didn't get to talk to him about that. I was planning on talking to him about that at halftime.
Big three knockdown by Paxton Reddington. Bring it up to back to the 1-point lead. Brookdale's got to start to pull away a little bit here. This is somewhat normal for them, though. You'll see it with the men's and the women's. They'll have teams here. They'll be battling back and forth in the first couple minutes, and then they'll pull away. 10-point lead, 20-point lead, 30-point lead, and it's over.
Absolutely. The game right before this is a pure example. I mean, it was back and forth in the beginning. It was a little wild, and then Brookdale pulled away. And then even in the second half, they were up by, I think, 16 at one point.
Yeah.
And then it was battled back and forth, and eventually Union was able to cut it down to a 6-point lead. They just never capitalized it. And then, like you said, Brookdale just ran away with it from there.
Yeah.
See that a lot.
Started to get a little bit physical towards the end of that game.
Oh, yeah, we saw the double technical.
Yep.
The emotions of a late playoff game coming in handy. You know, Brookdale really doesn't have much to worry about because they're going to be in the national tournament either. They're always nationally recognized in Division III play. But, you know, for Union, a number 4 seed, a great team, you know, they might have to get further in this tournament.
Yeah.
Especially the championship to have that recognition.
So don't forget, guys, we will be here Saturday all day again, covering the championship games as well as, I believe, a couple of the sophomore showcase. I'm not sure where everything's being played at this point. Games are kicking off at noon, opening up with the Division II men's championship. Ball falls just around the back of the rim. Rebounded by Middlesex. Put back up by Perrier. She's had herself a game so far.
Yes, we've seen her knock down open threes and that turnaround shot.
Yeah. Trapp trying to grab the rebound after the shot. No good. Shot goes up, no good, rebounded by Trapp. Right over to DeGrush. Oh, pass to Reddington was fumbled a little bit. Go the other way.
Yeah, you know, you're not on a fast break there. There's really no reason to try and push it up the floor, especially on the tight sideline. And you know, I mean, Brookdale pays the price for it, another turnover.
Find it inside. Sharika. Oh. Good call there, grabbing the travel on her.
Yeah, she knew it immediately, too. You saw her before she even came down, just drop the ball and start running back on defense. I love when players do that. That awkward moment where you know exactly what's about to happen.
Grush up at the top, over to Trapp in the corner. Finds Carlson down low, feeds it to her. No good on that shot.
She's really good at that turnaround shot. She's been doing it all season for the Jersey Blues.
Swarming her, Jasmine Palma. Ball winds up back in her hands, and Carlson on the D again, but
I'm not sure about that one.
Yeah, Coach Bob does not agree with it one bit.
That's what we were talking about. You know, the player falls down, it makes it seem a little bit worse than it is.
You see a body flying and a flag's going to go, they're going to call the foul in every sport. It's just
Team foul.
That's the way it is, unfortunately.
Yeah. I mean, there is a rule. A lot of players don't see it, but I mean, the shooter is from the waist up, any physical point until they land. And you know, I mean, she might have made contact with the body after, but she definitely didn't hit her hard enough to make her fall.
No. Misses the second shot, but grabs her own rebound, puts it back up. Gets fouled again, it looks like.
It's just carelessness on your own defensive board. You got the size down low. Box out and get the rebound. That one went straight through a couple of players, right back to her. You got to be kidding me. That's just lazy.
Yep. There you go, Sharika making it. See if she can grab the second and make it a total of a 3-point play. 2 shots back to back.
We're talking about the height before the game. I never thought I'd see her grab it in between 2 big girls down low.
Yeah. Misses the second one, but this time grabbed by Brookdale, thankfully. Megan DeGrush bringing it back down the court. Right down low to Palma. Nice little move inside, gives it to Trapp. Over to Paxton Reddington, taking the shot. No good, but she gets fouled.
And that's exactly what I was just talking about. You know, it seemed like the ball was gone, the shot was over, and then she got hit before she came down, and you still got to call it even though the ball is halfway there.
So both teams with 5 fouls before we even hit the 10-minute mark. I would expect to see them both maxed out by at least the next 4 or 5 minutes or so.
Oh, easily. Absolutely easily. You like to be probably only a couple fouls at most at this point. That way, in case towards the end, if they try to have a last possession shot, you can give them a foul to give and throw off a play they might design. That's the advantage of doing that. But you know, both teams are just a little bit physical right now.
So Paxton Reddington makes some shots, up 17-16 Middlesex Colts. 10-15 remaining in the first half. Oh, just looked like a shot, but somehow a pass found her inside. Number 42, Nicole Wallace. So we got a timeout call by Coach Bob Dubina. I can see the redness in his face from up here. He is not happy.
Yeah, she was just yelling at Trapp to hustle, and she even ignored him and just walked over to the bench.
Not the kind of attitude you want to have in such a big game like this. Got to start to get your head back into it.
Absolutely, and I wouldn't be surprised out of this time out to find her on the bench because Bob Dubina, like we said, not a tolerant coach, even though he's a really nice guy.
Yeah.
And you know, the fact that he was just completely ignored by Trapp as she walked off the court can't be too exciting to him.
No, I'm sure that's not sitting well.
Yeah.
It's eating at him a little bit as they are down 19-16 with the Colts lead. Something they're not used to this late into the first half. They're starting to pull away at this point, but a lot of time.
Yeah, 16 points is definitely not their average at this point in the first half.
Not one bit.
Yeah, they're being stunned offensively, and they're not playing solid defense. They've been careless. They've been giving up offensive boards to teams smaller than them, and these are some of the keys to the game that you just got to work hard, dig deep, and get back into doing.
Yeah. So just a second under 10 minutes, 19-16. Middlesex County Colts lead. Winner of this game will go on to face Cumberland, the Dukes of Cumberland. Sorry, the Lady Dukes, I apologize.
Can't say it. You can't say Cumberland Lady Dukes. It just doesn't
it doesn't sound right. Trapp trying to get it inside. Feeling like she got hit.
Yeah, you saw her rubber nose, right?
Yeah. But the possession arrow is on Brookdale's side, so we'll stay over here. Trapp with the shot. There it is, that little mid-range jumper she has. She can hit it sometimes.
Yeah, you said that. Give yourself credit. You knew it.
Giselle Santana been a little bit quiet since the early foul. Looks like Nadia Saniso got a nice block there. She got a few last game as well against Lehigh Carbon in the first round, it was the first round.
Yeah, she's not the kind of player that's going to impress you with offensive numbers, but she does the things that you don't see on defense. Yep. She just locks down on the girl that she's guarding and really just shuts them out of the game.
Definitely, as Trapp is driving down low again. They're trying to really work her into this offensive game plan, but she's a little bit off from what her performance usually is.
I think a big part of that is not having Carlson on the floor, spreading out the size down low.
She had a bit of a tough time when Carlson was out. She had an injury. I never caught what it was. I always forgot to ask somebody. She was out for a couple of weeks towards the end of the season. And she was having a tough time some games.
You hate when that happens to players.
Nice job inside Megan DeGarouche from Maria Trapp. Brookdale back up in the lead, 20-19, as that three doesn't land. Rebounded by Nadia Sanislo. Jasmine Palmer with the pull-up jumper, no good. Rebounded by Reddington, out to Sanislo. Finding DeGarouche back up at the top. Palmer setting it up again. Drives inside, gets past her. She could have put that shot up.
Absolutely, I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
I mean, she just blew past her defender with it's a little bit tough, but I mean, she got to the glass and she tried putting it to her big girl.
I feel like that was the second time she tried to force it into Trapp when she could have just taken the shot.
Absolutely.
But it'll still remain in Brookdale's possession. 17 seconds on the shot clock, and they don't need any of it. DeGarouche with a quick shot.
Nice inbound pass, a pick set on the upper part of the paint, and DeGarouche just rolling off of that and getting the easy layup.
Feed it out to number 35, Victoria Valenta. Find Perrier. Find Valenta back down low. Sanislo with nice closing defense, saves the ball, but right into Sharika's hands. Puts it in. A lot of fouls being called against Sharika. It's her third time at the line.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the second one on Trapp down low after a lazy play where she wasn't able to grab the rebound. And again, she's hearing it from Bob Davina on the bench. He can't afford to have her and Carlson out because of fouls for a large part of this game, because that takes away their huge advantage.
Yeah. Thankfully, Trapp with her first foul there. We still have Carson and Bowler on the bench, and Lukianov, who are three, your most productive players. As we're all tied up, 7:23 left in the first half. Paxton Reddington trying to grab another three, and it's good.
Great. Pulls the defender in, kicks it out to the wide open girl. I love it.
25-22, 7:05 remaining here. Ball kicked out.
Colts ball.
That's how you're going to see Middlesex score a lot of points. They're going to try and draw a couple defenders in and kick it to the open girl, especially down low, because they need to pull the bigger and taller girls off of them.
Yeah. That would have been a three if it went. That was a deep three, too.
Middlesex foul charge number 25, Gabrielle Cassier. Second personal.
25 from the Colts. Gets called on the foul, so we'll go Brookdale's way. Jasmine Palmer bringing it up. Trapp was setting the screen. She didn't take the shot, and it was open, and pass gets knocked out. One-on-one here. Palmer and Sharika, nice job getting a poke on the ball, but didn't stick with her.
Nice second effort, too.
Yeah. Right inside to Trapp. Back out to Palmer, taking the shot this time. No good. Taking the three off the front of the rim, grabbed by Trapp, just picked it out of the air. Paxton Reddington, 1-on-3 situation. Breezed right by the defender in her face.
Yeah, absolutely. It almost looked like the defender there didn't even want to take the charge, wanted nothing to do with it.
Shot goes up. No good. Grabbed by Sanislo. Kicks it back out to Palmer. One-on-one situation here. Reddington's got the height advantage, but slows it up. Smart move. She didn't get a good handle on the ball.
She missed the goose cutting, too.
Yeah. There's Trapp, but a long shot doesn't land. We got Lukianov and stand back waiting at the table to check in. Giselle Santana finds Perrier down low. Big block by Trapp. They got numbers if they push it. Gives it to Palma. Doesn't land, but kicked out. Finds its way to Sanislo, but it gets taken out of her hands and foul called.
I know Nicole Wallace isn't really the fastest girl on the floor, but I mean, she got back late and she still put effort into drawing that foul. Now she'll get a shot at it at the free throw line.
So Brookdale up 27-24. Getting away from that 1-point lead, going back and forth a little bit. But Trapp and Palma come out for stand back and Lukianov. 5:10 left in the first half here. Brookdale 7 fouls to the Colts 6. No good. Shot there. Grabbed by stand back with the help of Sanislo. Finds Lukianov down low, all alone. Back up to Nadia Sanislo taking the shot. In and out. Rebounded by Lukianov, and she gets fouled.
It's just great ball movement. Not being selfish on the baseline. Lukianov and just kicking it out to the open girl for 3. Grabbing a rebound, too, and not deserving. She deserves those 2 shots for not being selfish and the effort for grabbing the second chance.
First personal, 7, team foul.
So 27-24, she misses the first one. Unfortunate there. See if she can grab her second shot. And it's good. 28-24 lead in favor of the Blues. Oh, shot goes up. No good. Offensive rebounds by Middlesex. Double dribble.
Regardless of the turnover, so many second chances.
Yeah.
Just box out. Use your body. Come on. You're bigger than them.
Saddison was all alone down there. Didn't take the shot. Gives it inside to stand back. Will go the other way. He's trying to save it from going out of bounds, but a little too late.
Yeah, I'm surprised she didn't take that open shot along the baseline.
Yeah. Driving to the rim and draws the foul. Another one of those we've been talking about all first half. These refs are really calling just about everything they see.
Yeah, you know, they're being even, they're being fair, and it's just clean fouls, right? Because you know, you got to call them in front of you. I mean, we had that one elbow that was stuck out, and we got a couple of offensive fouls on each side, really just administering the game well.
She grabs her first free throw there.
This is,
oh, no, I'm sorry, no, went out, yeah.
This is Sharika's 5th and 6th free throws after her second chance. Grabbing an offensive board and taking it to the basket. One of the smallest girls on the floor getting to the basket and earning shots at the line even though she's not cashing in.
Quick possession here by Brookdale. Reddington had stand back to her right. Gets called in the offensive foul.
I think that was a good call. I do. I mean, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to take that one because you had the numbers on the fast break. Looking at that replay now, it is a little bit questionable.
Real time, it looked good.
Yeah. Those are one of those bang-bang calls. She didn't necessarily have the angle on it, and that's the problem with what I think is some referee techniques that I've always had problems with.
Oh, so ball a little bit high on the pass. Couldn't haul it in and sails out of bounds. Brookdale ball. Still 28-24, just under 4 minutes remaining here in the game. I'm sorry, in the first half. Reddington going in, getting fouled.
And you're seeing Middlesex rotate. This is the 5th substitution in a row that's been for one of the 3 girls down low.
Yeah.
You really see them working that down low. Those players, Gabrielle Cassier coming out now.
Wallace is going to come back in. Previous matchups of these two teams at Middlesex, Brookdale won 63-51. Here, February, early in the month, Middlesex lost 71-53 to the Blues. Game we covered here, myself and Gus.
And you said there wasn't as deep of a bench back then, right?
No, I remember that pretty well. That maybe they had the players on their roster, but maybe they weren't there. I don't remember clearly on that, you know. But they definitely didn't have as many players as they do now. Yeah, bad handling there by Standback. She almost got it back, but it's a jump ball foul. Possession will go to Middlesex. Oh, no, that was a
foul?
Oh, okay, that was a foul.
That was a foul. All right.
She's doing this. It's confusing. She's still doing it.
First personal.
Both teams 9 fouls, so yeah, just about where we thought at this point in the game. You know, 2-3 minutes left, creeping up on 10 fouls apiece.
And that's that play by Santana after stripping the ball. I mean, that's so many plays that you see every basketball player at every level do. You know, you try to do too much and run the ball in between 3 girls, and you lose it again.
Wide open 3, takes it, no good. Hustles and grabs her own rebound. Driving in, finds her. Oh, big block by Standback. Nice job.
You talk about block. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
That's got to be Brookdale's 5th or 6th of the half alone.
30-26. 3:04 left in the first half. Brookdale lead. Ooh, saving that ball from out of bounds. Rough pass and a bit of a violation there.
Blues ball.
So those are the mistakes Middlesex can't make if they want to try to cut back on this lead a little bit and put it back in their favor.
Yeah, you know, luckily for them, they've been not having to face some of the bigger, more point-productive girls, like you said, for this Brookdale team.
Lukianov, tough shot inside, doesn't land for her.
You only got to wonder what this game might have been like if they were in here.
Yeah. Perrier putting up the shot with Reddington with a hand in her face and still sinks it.
Man, we're seeing her hit every shot so far. Turnaround shots, pull-up shots, wide-open threes, contested threes. I mean, she's lights out for them right now.
Finding Reddington down in the corner. Back up to Sanislow. DeGrush wide open, taking the shot. No good. Rebounded by Middlesex. Driving in, Perrier going coast to coast, and the shot goes in. Wow. Oh, what a shot there. Tying it up, 30-all. 2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Oh, my goodness. I'm stunned at that shot right now. Little cradle the baby and just flipping it up.
That was something.
Gus, you can do that.
Gus agrees.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Nice steal there by Reddington. Finds Lukianov. Driving down and lays it in.
Yeah, this pass turns into Brookdale points.
32-30. Minute 40 left here in the first half. Last game of the night here at the Collins Arena. Brookdale women's hoping to advance to face off against Cumberland. That'll be Saturday. Big block there. And Lukianov all alone once more. Gets it in.
Got that breakaway speed. You always see her creeping up behind the defense for the fast break layups.
34-30 minute left. A long 3. Wow, and it goes in. She was about 4 steps behind the 3-point line on that one. Jeez.
She's the team right now.
She's got to be pushing at least a third of the points, probably more for Middlesex.
Oh, at least. At least. She had the first 6 points for them alone.
Sanislow a step above the 3-point line, doesn't go.
I wanted to pull up here.
Another one. Oh, man, if she hit him back to back.
I wanted to see her hit that.
Closing out the half here. 15 seconds left. Shot clock turned off. 34-30. Brookdale up, trying to score some last points. Make it a 3-point lead or more before we head into the locker room. 7 seconds. Got to start getting something. Reddington taking the three, but got a foul called.
It's going to be an illegal screen down low. I think it's going to be on not sure.
Foul charge against number 21, Nadia Savage.
Yeah, that's who I thought it was on. I thought it was on Sanzalo. But, I mean, just didn't get her feet set it and leaned into the defender.
Got to put up a shot if they want anything. And travel called. 0.4 seconds left, so that's right at about the threshold where you can grab the ball and just shoot it up real quick.
Yeah, if you were down low, you tried that little alley-oop play for the tap-in, but it's not much. I don't think there's going to be enough time.
No. We'll see if they can just get it off quick. Now, batted out of bounds, and that's the half, so a little bit surprising being a 1-point game here. I was not expecting this. You know, it's usually, like we said, a little bit close at the beginning, but then they start to pull away a bit. Definitely surprised at how the production of trap has been this game. A little bit lower from what we normally see. Keys to the second half, what do you think they got to do to get back into it for Brookdale?
Well, I mean, first off, for Brookdale, you're so worried coming into the game about Sharikra, and you completely forgot about Perrier. I mean, like, unbelievable. She's pulling up and making shots.
Yeah.
There's some defense that you can try and play on a point score, but I mean, there's some things that you can't do. She's making tough shots. You got to just give her credit for that. Cradle the baby,
that was
little flip,
was
and that was the nicest shot of the half. But I mean, you know, they got into foul trouble. They lost their advantage with the height, and it really hurt them later in the stretch. Second chance points.
Exactly, yeah. So we'll head into the half here. Pat and Dennis for Brookdale TV. Brookdale up 34-33 right now. Come back in about 15 minutes.
The champ is here! 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 The champ is here!
hope you enjoy your time here. We would like to take a minute to remind you of the importance of good sportsmanship.
The National Junior College Athletic Association is committed
to the ideals of good sportsmanship, safety, and fair play.
We ask all fans,
coaches and players to show respect
for the opposing team,
game officials, and each other before, during,
and after today's game.
Persons throwing objects or participating in other acts
in conflict with good sportsmanship, safety, and fair play
are subject to ejection and prosecution.
Your cooperation is greatly appreciated. We are all leaders. Thank you. Let's go Blues!
Planning a large-scale event or conference? Consider Brookdale Community College and its versatile Collins Arena. The Collins Arena is the premier venue for all kinds of corporate and community events, live concerts and celebrity happenings, trade shows and expositions, sporting events and tournaments. The Collins Arena has countless layout options to meet your needs. Bring your next event to life at the Collins Arena at Brookdale Community College. Go to brookdalecc.edu/events and start planning your next event now.
Playing softball at Brookdale. It's very natural. The team gets along. It's like we've been playing together forever. The coach made it a very easy decision to come here. The faculty is very approachable, and they were able to work with me when we went to nationals. As a Brookdalian, I have grown into a more confident student athlete. I love it, and I wish I could stay here all 4 years. My name is Bobby Bowler, and I'm an NJ Star Scholar athlete, and I got my start at Brookdale.
Looking for quality higher education at an affordable price? You'll find it at Brookdale Community College. With locations in Lincroft, Freehold, Long Branch, Neptune, Hazlitt, and Wall, and online options that let you study anywhere. At Brookdale, you can train for a new career, earn a diploma, and transfer to a 4-year school hassle-free. Brookdale has small classes and approachable faculty, an honors program, academic support centers, a full student life experience, and nationally ranked sports teams. Visit brookdalecc.edu and start your success story today.
Officials from Brookdale Community College and Neptune Township School District have signed a joint resolution to establish Poseidon Early College High School, a program for academically prepared students who are the first in their families to attend college.
Tonight there's a new initiative that will be spoken about in a minute, but on behalf of the school district, Mr. Jones would like to present to Dr. Murphy, on behalf of the Board of Trustees, a token of this partnership.
We're just pleased of this partnership that's come about. This Board of Education, the Board of Education before this board, has always had a vision, along with the superintendent and previous superintendents, of what could happen here in Neptune. We're glad that you came on board and saw the vision, and you moved forward with us also. Again, this is going to benefit not only Neptune, but all students in Monmouth County and throughout the state. As others learn from our initiative and our partnership as we work together, we're going to be a beacon on the shore, as always. We're really happy with what's happening in the partnership over the years, and we want to thank you and your Board of Trustees for everything that you've done. We'd like to present this to you as a token of our appreciation. This is King Neptune.
Oh my gosh.
And if you look out into the future, as far as it goes, you'll see where Neptune and Brookdale's relationship will be. We thank you so much.
I've just got to say to everybody here, and particularly to the Board of Education and the President of the Board and Superintendent Moy, this is a wonderful, wonderful night where we're really celebrating a partnership that has been going on for a long time. You know, sometimes when you get groups of people together, you have people who share a vision, something electric and magical happens. And that's what happened with the Poseidon Early College High School. When Superintendent Moy first walked into my office and said that early college high school thing, let's do it. I thought that was just great, but where it really took root was when the folks from Brookdale and the folks from Neptune sat down to figure out how to make that happen. And we've just had this incredible synergy It's going to go on for a little bit yet this night and for years to come, because we're providing opportunities for kids who don't have those opportunities any other way. It's where our missions intersect, where they collide. And we're going to make that difference in our community, our shared community that is so, so important. This project is close to my heart. We do lots of good things at Brookdale Community College, but this one really, really is going to make a difference, not only in the lives of the kids who go through the program, but their entire families, and it's going to change them for generations to come. And I just want to thank the Neptune Township School District Board of Education and the superintendent for this opportunity. Thank you.
Funding for the Poseidon Early College High School was made available through a large donation to the Brookdale Foundation by Robert and Joan Rechnitz of Red Bank.
We're here tonight not just to celebrate Neptune Township School District and Brookdale Community College, but we're here to celebrate two people who had the intention and the foresight to make the future better through the education of kids. We're here tonight to acknowledge, welcome, and celebrate Bob and Joan Rechnitz, who have put $1 million towards this program so that our students will not be able not to participate because of any financial barriers. So with no further ado, can we celebrate Bob?
It is lovely to be, well, I'll settle for a part of a complicated and detailed enterprise like this. And it seems to me, to resort to a fairly dull metaphor, everything seems to be shipshape here.
The program will allow selected Neptune High School students to complete an associate degree and a high school diploma in 4 years. A cohort of 25 Neptune High School freshmen will be admitted to the program beginning in the fall of 2014. Each September, a new cohort of 25 students will be admitted until a capacity of 100 students is reached. For more information about this new initiative, visit our newsroom at news.brookdalecc.edu.
I choose to coach national champions. We've had some great success. The program, it's produced, I think, some great student athletes. We've been successful on the court, and we've also been very successful off the court. I'm Paul Chizak, head basketball coach of the Jersey Blues national champions.
Success starts at Brookdale.
I'm Michelle Zuppi, Brookdale faculty and department chair of the Culinary Education Center of Monmouth County. The Culinary Education Center of Monmouth County is a collaboration between Brookdale Community College and the Monmouth County Vocational School District. We are conveniently located in Asbury Park next to Asbury Park High School. Brookdale's culinary students receive excellent training and preparation for a career in the restaurant and hospitality industry. Many of Brookdale's culinary graduates are successful chefs right here in the local area. Brookdale offers 3 different programs in the culinary arts: a 2-year associate's degree, a 1-year culinary certificate, and a 1-year pastry certificate. The Culinary Education Center's bakery is open to the public during the day from September through June. The public can enjoy the Culinary Education Center's restaurants' reasonably priced lunches Monday through Friday between 11:30 and 12:30, and 4-course dinners Monday through Thursday, 5:15 until 6:15. Reservations are required for dinner or for any large groups. Come and experience the Culinary Education Center of Monmouth County and watch the culinary students prepare your meal under the direction of the center staff of amazing chefs. For more information, call us at 732-988-3299 or visit our website at www.brookdalecc.edu/culinary-arts.
Thank you for joining us back, everybody, here at the Collins Arena. Back for the second half of action with the Brookdale Jersey Blues women's facing off against the Middlesex County Colts, 34-33. Close game. We're going to get back down to the court right now. Also went over to the B-Rec during halftime, and they had Camden and Delaware facing off. Delaware's in the lead, so that's who's going to determine who's facing Brookdale men's in the championship on Sunday.
Yeah, well, in this game right now, this is the big one. You don't win this one, you're not going to have to worry about the championship, which was settled before with Cumberland. And you know, I mean, Brookdale's got to get back to being a powerhouse down low. They got their starters back in. Use it to your advantage now.
Carlson was out for a good portion of the second half of the first half.
Yeah, I don't think she played a minute in the last, 12.
Nope. I think you're right on that.
Huge loss for them.
Yeah. Over to Lukianov. Nice shot from the corner. It's good. Just got to start doing that high percentage shots. Work your lead up.
Absolutely. And you know that's part of the reason why Middlesex has been able to stick around, even though they're missing a lot of shots. They have a few turnovers. They're not turning the ball over nearly as much. They're getting those second chance points. And even though a lot of their shots aren't considered high percentage shots right now, but I mean for Perrier, I mean it feels like everything's a high percentage shot.
She's got the ball in her hand right there. No good. Falls out and hauled in the corner by Middlesex. Wide open three. Takes it. No good. Might have been last touch by Perrier there. We'll see how way they call it. Set on Bowler.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, tough angle.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Bowler got her hand on that. But, I mean, both officials agreed on it, so you got to say that's pretty conclusive.
Perrier inside, right over Trapp, laying it in.
Trapp's had a pretty lazy game. I mean, she's gotten yelled at by Bob Dabina a lot in this game.
Yeah.
Not only in timeouts, but in effort. I mean, if you have to question a player's effort, maybe she shouldn't be out there. Maybe she's hurting it.
And the good thing about this team is they do have a good bench that can come in and play well. You can have Sanislow come fill in for Trapp, and you don't lose much. Bowler driving in, getting fouled.
Yeah, and you know, I mean, Trapp played pretty much as the only big girl on the floor, really, for this Brookdale team. Yeah. I'm sure Carlson could do it for most of the time here in the second half.
Mm-hmm. Bowler was another player along with Carlson that we didn't see much after the opening minutes of the first half. 3 fouls, I believe she has.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, Brookdale in the beginning of this game, very careless with foul trouble, probably because of the early game emotions, which you see athletes all around every sport have trouble controlling, especially in a semifinal.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you know, the best of the best can control their emotions.
Making both of her free throws there, 38-35. Perrier with the ball in her hand. That's who they're trying to work out, really, and driving in. Foul called, looks like maybe against Lukianov.
I think they're going to get trapped for this one.
Brookdale foul charged against number 33.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Marina Lukianov.
A little wild there by Perrier, but still earning the free throws.
Makes it first one. 38-36. Brookdale still in the lead, seeing if Perrier can make it 37. And by the way, the score to that Delaware-Camden game, Delaware was up 52-35, I believe it was. They were about 5 minutes into the second half. Physical game, too. Delaware's an opponent that the Brookdale men's team hasn't seen yet. They face Camden, they're familiar with them, but Delaware coming out of the EPAC, they haven't seen them at all.
And you know, I actually went over to the scorers table to find out how many points Perrier had. She had 17 going into the half, and she has 4 already right now. So she has more than half of their points.
Yep. Impressive.
And you want to talk about a player making a difference, you take half those points away, it's a completely different game.
Reddington over to Carlson. Trap inside. Lukianov in the corner, wide open 3. Good. 41-37 shot they needed there.
Tried to pull in the double team down low, got the second girl, and that left Lukianov wide open in the corner.
Giselle Santana driving in, ball got batted away, and we'll go Brookdale's way.
Blues ball. Wallace checks back in for the Colts.
So Nicole Wallace back into the game for Middlesex. Lauren Bowler bringing it up for Jersey Blues, finds Trapp inside. Grabbing that pass. Carlson with the little mid-range jumper. Doesn't land. Second time she missed that shot. But Reddington grabbing the rebound away. Grabbed by the Blues. Gets it over to Reddington. Reset it back up top to Carlson. I'm sorry, to Bowler.
Smart decision, too. You had a couple chances down low. Couldn't bury them either. Just set up a play now.
Yep. Nice little ball movement there around by Marina Lukinov. Got it inside.
We were wondering when we were going to see more of her in the first half, and she started off nice here in the second half with 5 points.
Huge momentum there, bringing into it by Brookdale, forcing Coach Powell to call the timeout over at Middlesex. So, exactly what they needed. Producing very well.
Absolutely. And you said this about both basketball teams here at Brookdale. They keep it close, they battle back and forth, and then they break it open. You wonder if this is maybe the start, because they came out flying here in the second half. First 3 minutes, I mean, it's been all Brookdale. Second chances, good shot selection, defense, pressure.
On a 9-3 run right now to start the second half, and hoping to build on it coming out of this timeout. Don't forget, students' priority registration passes for the summer and fall terms begins on March 3rd. Passes are already being emailed out. I know I got mine just the other day, so be sure to check your Brookdale email if you're having trouble with it, because everybody seems to. Talk to Advisor, one of the tech guys, so they can help you out, and you can get registered. Open registration for all summer and fall terms begins on March 17th, so get it early. Take it from me. Been here for a little while, and get it out of the way so you can get the classes you want, where you want them.
Absolutely. Great class selection here.
Yeah.
So many majors, so many students come here for that reason. A lot of people down community colleges, but this is not an ordinary community college.
No.
So many class selections, so many major selections, a diverse amount of students come here for different majors.
A lot of good professors, too. A lot of people really, they have that stigma of, community college. You won't get as good professors that you would at a university, but I've had some great ones.
If you're able to do a community between here and Rutgers, you got to say some of the classes here are going to be tough.
Nice job there. Bowler grabbing the steal, finds Lukianov. Slow it up a bit. Smart move. Get something else working. Lukianov open, taking the three once more. Doesn't land for her. Carlson taps it over to Trapp.
I thought she was going to score for that one, too.
Yeah. Bowler driving in. Reddington on the inside. Nice little pass, finds its way to Trapp, and she takes the shot. That's a tough spot for Brookdale over in that little mid-range area. Carlson couldn't hit two. Maria couldn't hit one.
And Carlson wisely there, falling out of bounds, didn't touch that ball.
Yeah.
Middlesex sends in.
They're actually going to talk about it right now.
Discussion. Brookdale ball, so
Blues ball.
Carlson didn't touch it. I think Coach Bob really got into him in the locker room, kind of, explain the gravity of the game that they're in right now, and everybody's head is back into it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Brookdale, in recent years, they have won in the Region 19 tournament, but they have struggled.
Yeah.
Especially in my 2 years here, they were the top team in their conference, and they weren't able to even get out of the first couple rounds.
Yeah.
It's tough to be the best team in the conference and not have that closure.
Immediately down low to Carlson. Nice ball movement all around. I believe last year when the men won the national championship, I think at this point, the women lost this game. I think it was the second round they made it to, or they lost in the quarterfinals. I can't remember seeing the stats from last year. But production from this year to last year, from what I saw, has changed drastically in the upward position. So
yeah, and you wonder if losing this tournament, because not being a conference champion hurts your seed in the national championship, you wonder if that maybe played an influence into the types of games that they had to play in the earlier rounds in the national championship as well.
Having Carlson here as a sophomore with the addition to Trapp as a freshman has been huge for this team. Having two big bodies down low like that, you can't stop them.
Yeah, and absolutely. You talk about the bench. I mean, they got a couple of big girls on the bench as well, and that depth can really help them, especially both in this tournament and the Nationals.
Nationals, if they go ahead and advance, taking a bit of a hike over to Minnesota and Rochester. So men's have a little bit closer of a drive going up to upstate New York.
We were actually, a couple of years ago, we were going to take a drive up there to do the national game. And unfortunately, we couldn't get, you know, the group together to get the crew up there.
Curious to see if they want to put it together this year. I would be welcome to doing it.
Yeah, it's only a few hours of a drive.
Yeah.
It's not a bad drive.
3 put up there, and it's good. There's Sharika.
And in her face. That was a couple feet behind the arc, too.
Yeah. 45-40, Brookdale still in the lead. 14:37 left in the game. Nice move there by Lukianov, and that shot would have been good going in. No foul called on Carlson. Bowler tapping the ball out of bounds. Nice move. Give her a chance, teammate, to reset. Sharika going to take the inbound pass.
Yeah, this is where Brookdale struggled. They haven't been able to run away with that game and put together that streak because of bad rebounding and careless possessions.
Big shot there by Santana, doesn't land. Almost saved by Victoria Valenta, but foot stepped out of bounds.
Blues ball.
Reddington almost had that 3, but the window closed very rapidly. Dishes it off to Lukianov. Carlson up top. Finds Reddington down low. Something I had a good shot there. Something we haven't seen often before this game. I don't know if it's a new game plan maybe they put in watching tape of Middlesex, but you never really saw Reddington go down low like that often.
Yeah,
as she is this game.
She's getting the position right now. She's using her body to shield away the defender, and a nice turnaround shot there.
Good defense as well, all around by Brookdale. Timeout being forced by Coach Powell.
Just pressure. I mean, Brookdale's really brought the influence and really brought the momentum into the second half, and you can see it as they hold the 7-point lead coming out of the game, like you said, with a 9-3 run, really just controlling the pace of the game and playing their style.
So listen up, everybody. If you are in the market to upgrade your skills for a rewarding job or career advancement, head over to Brookdale Center for Career Development. It has more than 100 continuing education programs in healthcare, business, and information technology. The non-credit programs are wide and varied. Explore all that the center has to offer by visiting the website at brookdalecc.edu/career development. That's brookdalecc.edu/career development. 47-40 up Brookdale as the girls jog back over to the court. 13:32 left in the game. Trying to pull away back up to that little bit more of a lead that they had earlier. That big run coming out of the half. Bowler on the defense. Feeds it inside. Had 3 white jerseys around her, and she gets fouled.
That's going to be Carlson again. So excuse me, I don't think that's going to be Carlson. I think that's going to be Bowler. The 3 players were around her, and that's Bowler's
her fourth foul, yeah.
Yeah, that's tough. I mean, it's nice to have Carlson back in the lineup with Trapp, but Bowler's been having a great game down low.
Yeah. DeGroosh is going to come and fill in, and she was doing very well before DeGroosh, so a little bit different of a player coming into the game. Definitely a big size difference between the two, but still bringing a talent onto the court.
Oh, absolutely. We've seen it before. She has a couple of passes ahead for fast breaks and a few nice assists in this game, and she's playing outstanding defense all night.
So Clark sinks her second shot. Reddington driving back down over to Lukianov. On a trap down low. Back up to her for the 3, and it's good. That's what her third of the game. 50-42, up back to an 8-point lead. Down low to Clark. Carlson on the defense, feeds it over. They find Victoria Valenta, and shot is good.
Few nice passes down low, just quick, smart decisions. Nice ball sharing.
Gives it back to Reddington. 15 seconds on the shot clock. She starts to drive in, gives it over to DeGroosh. Carlson open around the perimeter, but that's not the area that you really want her to be in. 5 seconds left, ticking down. Got to make the shot. Trap, no good.
Yeah, they run a play a few times where they have Carlson out on and looks down low to trap, and it's just height to height. They're trying to expose the height down low by using it up top.
And that's Marina Lukianow's bread and butter right there. She will ball hawk and just come out and get steals and just fast break like that. And it's immediate baskets. Almost had one there, came very close.
And you can see, I mean, they're doing a great job of guarding her around the perimeter now. She came out with those 5 points, and she really hasn't had a clean open look even after screens. They're doing a good job of guarding Lukianov right now.
So Clark heads back to the free throw line. First shot doesn't fall her way. So this year, the 17th annual Brookdale Guitar Show will be bigger and better than ever. Moved out of the winter chill and into the spring sun, offering more clinics, a larger outdoor stage with more music, more vendors, and of course more fun. Sunday, April 13th, thousands of guitar freaks and music aficionados will pack the Student Life Center here on Brookdale's main Lincroft campus. Not only looking for great deals on both new and vintage guitars, but also to scope out the day-long clinic. So don't miss out. Make your plans to spend the day Sunday, April 13th at the 17th Annual Brookdale Guitar Show. For more information and discount tickets, please visit BrookdaleGuitarShow.com. Just like that, Perrier bringing it back up. Brookdale only had a 3-point lead right now. Big stop defensively as well. Possession before that one. There's again Reddington down low, feeds it out to DeGroosh. Looks like she really didn't get her feet set completely after taking that shot, before taking that shot. Lukianov down low, and it's good. Coach Bob calls timeout. I think a smart timeout.
Now you see them taking advantage of their height with the second chance points. A few buckets off of second chances here alone in the second half. I mean, they're really working the ball down low, and you see them pushing the guards further down.
Yeah.
And there was one point right there where Jennifer Sharika was guarding a girl who had 6 inches on her in the low block. I mean, you're not going to win many battles like that, height-wise, especially on defense, if you have a 5'2 guard going up against a 5'7 or 5'8 forward.
52-47, 11:05 left in the game here. Brookdale still holding on to this lead, but Middlesex cut into it a little bit, bringing it to 3 points, but can't count out the Blues. Interesting song choice here at the Collins Arena.
It's a little bit of a throwback. I grew up with 2 older sisters, so I regretfully know every word to this song, but the only music played in our house, unfortunately, was either Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, or Spice Girls.
Yep.
And, I got a break on the weekends when my parents were home, and they used to play 60s and 70s classic rock.
I was fortunate enough to have an older brother and a dad who was a metalhead, so growing up on Ozzy and Black Sabbath and all that.
My mom's not a huge heavy metal fan.
Yeah.
My dad was always like an Eagles fan, a light classic rock. He actually played in a band. And
oh, okay.
Yeah. A very diverse amount of music in my house. Regretfully, I know every word to that song.
Brookdale still in the lead, 52-47 coming out of the timeout. Middlesex possession, and second shot inside there by Valenta that's landed.
Yeah, she made a few of those in the first half, too. Really making a lot along that baseline.
Big steal by Perrier. Couldn't get it cleanly, so Brookdale has a chance to come back on defense, but it doesn't matter because she just dissected them.
Makes her 27th point of the night.
Trying to grab the ball there. It goes out of bounds. We'll see DeGroosh having a little bit of a tough time matching up with Perrier, both offensively and defensively. You see them definitely try to take advantage of that. Nice job, Paxton Reddington driving in. Ball doesn't land, but Carlson right behind her puts it in. 10-15. Brookdale 53, Middlesex 51. We got a travel call.
Blues ball.
It's rushing the shot.
Yeah.
Can't afford to do that right now for Middlesex because Brookdale's starting to expose you. You got to make every possession count.
Carlson up top. Nice little back shoulder fade there. Oh, man. Trapp just walks away kind of dejected like that. Could have stuck in there and helped Trapper with Lukey. Now, no pun intended on that because that would have been a terrible joke.
Yeah.
Bodies flying everywhere down in the corner, and possession will go to Middlesex. Foul called. Or no, it'll go to Brookdale.
Middlesex foul, charge number 35.
Middlesex foul.
Victoria Valente.
Yeah, now I think the anger is starting to kick in a little bit. I mean, they're only down by 3, so never count them out in this situation. But you get frustrated after you miss a shot on a bad possession after a couple turnovers, and just a little too excited, and that's how those fouls happen.
There's the matchup that they're going to really take advantage of with Perrier on DeGrouche. We'll see if they're going to risk putting Bowler back out, maybe wait a little bit more to put Palm out. That's definitely a better matchup, I would say. Palma's a firecracker out there.
Absolutely. That's a couple of turnovers up top by Megan DeGrouche, and it led to now what could be 5 points for Peralta alone. I mean, she's coming up. If she makes this will be her 30th point. And I see her dad over there in the red sweater. My eavesdropping skills came in handy. I don't think I know that, but I mean, I see him getting more and more excited every single time she has the ball in her hands.
All tied up, 54-54. Just over 9 minutes remaining. Nice inside look there. Foul called? Yeah, I don't see the big commotion. I would agree with that from an unbiased view. I would agree with that.
Even if it's a late whistle, it's a foul. It's a foul. Yeah. You got to call it either way. I don't care if he calls it 3 seconds after the play happens.
Exactly.
If it's a foul, you better call it. She almost got an elbow in the face on that one.
Yeah. Lukianov trying to break the tie here. Hopefully going to sink both of them. Gets the first.
So the ref talking to Sharika too. I mean, she's not even the one that got called on the foul, but now you're missing Janaea Clark, one of your bigger girls, down low with 4 fouls.
Makes her second, 56-54. Brookdale on top. Much different from the last matchup we saw, and Carlson getting a piece of that ball. She's forcing it. Foul called there. Pushing her just a little bit too much out of bounds.
Fortunately for Middlesex, it's only her second foul. Oh, you saw that? That was close to hitting.
That was a good save by the official down there.
Somebody might have gotten a face full of basketball on that one.
That would have been a good replay if we would have got that one.
Well, that would have been shown over and over again.
I would have sent that into Sports Center.
Yeah, me too. But not top 10.
Trapp driving inside, been very quiet in there with the travel. This whole second half, haven't seen much of her.
It almost looks like she's moving in slow motion.
Yeah.
But she really just doesn't look like she's 100% at all.
There's got to be a point where, as a coach, you got to look at the best interest of the team.
You have the players to substitute.
Yep. Shot doesn't land, but she chases it down. Grab there, and they got Lukianov, but pass couldn't go, and still go Brookdale. So big, crazy swing of things there.
Oh, absolutely.
Hard to keep up with it all, but Brookdale will get possession.
Lukianov looking for another fast break, too. She's been there so many times on that fast break.
Strap inside once more, and ball getting slapped away. We'll stay on this side of the court. She's tying her shoe down there.
Yeah, I thought she was hurt for a second.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out what was happening. Your best ball handler. You can't lose her late in the game that's close like this.
No.
A lot more closer than Brookdale probably would have expected at this point.
Yeah. Reddington up top, fakes the three, drives it in, gets ball tipped away, and foul called. Yeah, looks like she hit her in the face a little bit. Unintentional. Physical sport, it'll happen.
Yeah, it's a contact sport. That puts Brookdale in the bonus now.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Middlesex in the bonus.
Bowler's coming back out with 4 fouls. Reddington has 4 fouls as well. They're really knocking on the door of losing 2 of your most productive players.
Bowler checks in for the Blues.
So Reddington's going to come out. Valenta's going to tough it out and head in. Take the free throws. Sinks it.
I never wondered how players play with that knee brace on there. I mean, that's got to be so annoying to try and play with.
Just looks uncomfortable.
Yeah, and we saw, I forgot, I think it might have been Meta World Peace who played with the face guard when he was on the Lakers, maybe?
Yes.
Maybe? I can't imagine playing with that.
Who was the one who did it in Detroit all the time? Was it Hamilton?
That's what it is, Hamilton. Never understood how players play with guards like that.
And he played with it all the time.
Oh, all the time.
Brookdale with a quick basket there to regain the 2-point lead. I would say travel there. Yeah, it's a good call.
Oh, no. Yeah, kind of.
So that'd be a big loss if Perrier is out for any extended amount of time.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what happened.
Yeah, she looks like she went down a little bit late, like she took a couple steps and then kind of dropped.
Might just be a cramp.
Working out her left knee.
She kind of just fell.
Yeah. Well, it's not like we're looking at football where, kind of faking an injury late in the game is going to get you any kind of time or anything.
Yeah,
it's not very beneficial.
It's not running the clock here to last-minute drive.
Exactly. Timeouts aren't as valuable. I mean, in a close game like this, they are. Don't get me wrong, but compared to football, a different sport, it's
for Middlesex.
Completely different.
Yes, but hopefully she's doing okay. Still laying down there as the trainer checking out her knee.
She doesn't seem to be in much pain. Now he's checking her foot.
Oh, yeah, and then there's the wincing there, moving her foot up. She'll get up, see how much pressure she can put on. That's always the kicker right there. Immediately putting just the same amount of normal walking pressure there, so can't be that bad.
I'm sure we'll see her by the end of this game. I can't imagine this being more than maybe just like a tweak or a cramp or something.
She'll work it out on the sideline, maybe put a little ice on it, wrap it up. Game like this, you got to try your best to kind of suck it up and get back out there.
You see her walking around, I mean.
Limping a little bit more now than when she initially walked off the court. Getting a little bit of water, something off the court there.
Just come find out what happened. Are you not looking?
Brookdale will take possession.
We're gonna throw it down to our sideline reporter, Gus.
Yeah, the report is that she has a cramp.
That's the report.
Thank you, Gus.
So both teams in the bonus now. 58-56. Trap got fouled on the last play, and hopefully try to sink 2 of them. Make it a 4-point lead for Brookdale. So while we got the time, you weren't here for the last, this is your first game back in a while. Something I've been talking about. A friend of mine did an event benefiting the victims of Hurricane Sandy, who are still having a really tough time, still out of their homes and everything like that. Went on last night, and it was a big success, huge turnout. She did an amazing job, and thank you for anybody who heard it from here and went out and donated and contributed and had a fun time. I know I did. And I don't dance, so if you can imagine me dancing for an hour and a half, I'm sure it was hysterical for anybody watching.
Is there a video of that? We could play that.
I'm sure there is. There was a lot of cameras running around. I hope it doesn't get in anybody's hands, because that's some incriminating evidence there.
It'll be on YouTube before you even know it.
So Middlesex slowing it up a little bit. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Picks up her dribble there and getting swarmed. Oh, ball tip there, grabbed by Palma. Nice job, finds Lukianov. She's got Trop to her left, only Valenta down low. Good job feeding it down, and Trop getting fouled hard. .60-56. Trap heading to the line.
That's just the speed of Lukianov. There were a couple defenders right next to her, and she blew right past them.
Yeah, she's got great breakaway speed. So students, mark your calendars for the Communiversity Spring Open House, scheduled on March 26th, 4:30 to 6:30. To RSVP for any of these events, please email info@njcommuniversity.org. Making one of the free throws there. 61-56, long three. Doesn't land. Perrier back in the game, looking just fine. Brookdale ball.
That was a nice attempt on the sideline right there by Santana. But
yeah, I just looked over and saw Gus doing some kind of dance. I don't know what that was. He missed it. That was... Looked over at the... So we'll go Middlesex ball.
Gus looks a lot different with the hat and the T-shirt on.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. 61-56 still. 6:20 in the game. Feed it down low to Perrier and puts it up. Off the glass, no good.
He's shaking it up again.
They got the numbers here with Perrier still down the other end of the court in pain.
Kick it out.
Had Lukianov out there, yeah. But Trap heading to the line for, what, the third straight possession? Or maybe there was one out of there that she didn't go, but...
Perrier is going to get checked on the sideline again. She really looked bothered by that leg that cramped up on her before. You wonder if now she didn't tweak something, maybe.
Yeah. So Trap makes the first shot, gets a chance to make a second. 9 fouls for Middlesex coming down the stretch. Makes the second. That was big.
Those 9 fouls are really going to hurt them.
Yeah. One more, they'll be in the double. Brookdale will be in the double. So defense by Palma, just a little bit too much to the official thought. She will get called on the foul. It is her first, 8th team foul.
First personal, 8, team foul.
You got Janaea Clark coming back in. She had 4 fouls, right?
Mm-hmm. A lot of players on this Middlesex team are in foul trouble, and a few on the Brookdale team.
Yeah. Reddington's still on the bench, but Bowler is out there.
You know, luckily for them, Carlson and Trap haven't. I mean, Carlson was in foul trouble in the beginning of this game, but luckily for her and for Trap, you know, they're both able to be on the floor for extended minutes right now in this game. That's been a lot closer than many would have expected.
Blues ball.
Yeah, I definitely don't remember being this close this late in the game when they played earlier in the month. Nice pass there, finding Carlson for the easy basket.
That's when height plays your advantage. Just got floater pass right to her.
Yeah. Right up and over everybody. She's got the size to just kind of like a Calvin Johnson out there.
Yeah.
Good steal there by Brookdale. Goes in the hands of Palma. Hands it off to Bowler and right back down to the other side. Palma's wide open. Take a step up. Take the 3. There you go. Doesn't land. Carlson back up on a little bit of a fadeaway there. Nice shot.
Nice roll off the rim.
Yeah. 11-point lead for the Blues, 5:06 left in this game here. Great job.
Well, this is where you said that they've run away with it. I mean, a minute ago, literally, it was a 2-point game.
Education is the key to your success. Your success can start right here at Brookdale. Whether you're looking for a new career, just brushing up on job skills, or getting a certificate to add to your resume, Brookdale is the choice for you. With convenient class times to work around your busy schedule and locations all around Monmouth County, it's easy to start again at Brookdale. Get the classes you want at the times you want and the locations you want. See a counselor today and register for spring classes. Don't miss Brookdale's Spring Open House Sunday, April 6th, noon until 3 p.m. right here in the Collins Arena to meet with many of Brookdale's faculty members and find out which programs are right for you. Your success can start at Brookdale. You can be on the next commercial. How about that?
That'd be nice. That'd be nice. You know what I don't understand? When I went here, there was this one event that I went to for 20 minutes. It was one of the worst things I've ever seen in my entire life, right? It was this headphone event where you walked into this like party, and there were 3 different DJs, right? And you had 3 channels on your headphones, and you picked which DJ you wanted. And there was at one point where I was staring at 2 people that were listening to 2 different DJs, and they were dancing together. So one of them was dancing like slow and everything, and then the other one was like fist pumping and everything.
Yeah. We, a couple games ago, that was running as the halftime commercial break, and it was just headphone disco, whatever they called it. Oh, man.
It was like one of them must have been listening to like a slow love song, and the other one was listening to house music.
That was,
it was something to be there. It was really good.
Big 3 there. Sails over the rim. That's another case of body flying. They're going to blow the whistle when she tripped. From my view, at least, she tripped.
You hear the coach over
Palma
there.
is, Palma a little bit frustrated. And an embrace from coach. Getting her head back into it, right back into the game.
Powell saying that she took an elbow to the face, and you don't take a shot at somebody like that.
Looked like there was 2 fouls called.
That's her 2nd personal foul.
I don't know.
Sergio, if we have a replay of that, can we get that replay really quickly? Even if it's
no.
We'll take it from any angle, maybe even upstairs here, just to get a second look at it.
Checks in for the Colts.
Doesn't look like it. Would have been interesting to see again.
Powell still chirping at the ref on the sideline.
Right back down the other side. 67-56. Brookdale still in the lead.
Oh, Sergio.
Inside's a trap. Turn around and travel call.
There's one thing about trying to talk on TV when somebody's in here saying, I failed you.
Good fun here. Running on fumes, man.
I know. It's been a long day.
Yeah,
you were here before me, too. I didn't know what time the first game was, and I showed up at 1:30. I mean, that was when the game started, but I mean, like, you guys had to be here at least another hour before me.
Yeah, I'm here since 12. The throat is just raw. Drank about 12 bottles of water. So just under 4 minutes remaining in the game. Brookdale 67 and the Middlesex County Colts 56. Trying to get Lukianov inside. She maybe didn't see the lane. It was really closed up. Up to Sharika for the 3. Fueling a little bit of that frustration from the call before. Sinking a 3. 67-59 now. Carlson playing a lot up top. this game.
Yeah.
Oh, what a move by Bowler,
nice.
but man.
Oh.
Trap gets fouled. That's where she's been at a lot in the second half, is at the foul line, Trap. Hasn't been doing much down low, but she's drawing a lot of fouls and making the shots at the free throw line.
Michelle Powell once again talking to the ref. I mean, Bob Jabina right there. I'm not sure if he was screaming at the ref or one of his players.
Yeah.
Middlesex.
Powell just living at the ref, talking about over the back calls.
Still talking, still having a conversation. She doesn't want to keep going with it. 3:09 remaining. Brookdale 67, Middlesex 59. Some March events here on Brookdale's Wall campus. Transfer evaluations from Georgian Core University undergrads on March 4th and 13th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Georgian Core will also hold a graduate information session from 5 to 6 p.m. on March 11th. Rutgers will also be holding their information sessions on March 13th and 26th from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. And NJCU has scheduled an info session on March 25th from 5 to 7. And their instant admin day at midday is March 26th from 11 to 2. So I think that other game in the B-Rex got to be over by now. Curious to see who advanced and will be facing the Brookdale men's in the championship on Saturday. Delaware had that lead when I was in there. Not a bad lead. They were up 15 points or so.
Well, it's interesting because both teams are in this tournament, but Brookdale hasn't played Delaware this year.
Nope.
And, you know, I mean, I wonder which...
Camden was their one loss, or was that Ocean? Yeah, Camden was the one loss at Camden. They beat them here early on.
23 straight games up until that.
Yeah.
It took them until almost midway through February to lose that game.
Yeah, they beat Camden here 80-62.
You wonder, I mean, if they haven't played Delaware, I mean, what kind of video or films can you watch for a team that you've never had to prepare for?
Exactly. It'd be a 1 versus 2 seed matchup. 3 put up there by Santana. Bowler's lucky she didn't get called on the foul there.
Yeah, I thought she almost hit her in the face, to be honest with you. She definitely made contact.
Yeah.
I think that there's an easy case for an argument there.
Palm crossing the half-court line, and Trap feeds it down to Carlson, putting it up. There's the size. Also, was I mistaken before, or did I hear Gus drop ball don't lie?
Oh, he definitely dropped ball
it?
don't lie.
Okay. I don't know why, that just popped in my head.
Oh, that's one of his key phrases.
Okay. Nice rebound there by Lukianov. Palmer coming down low, got Carlson, nice feed to her. Oh, boy, just a little too much off the backboard.
Very upset with herself right there, you saw her.
A lot of yelling from both coaches. Coach Bob at Palma and Coach Powell at the refs.
Powell screaming. She was in trouble the first time. Any chance we can get a replay on that one, Sergio? Can we get a replay up on that one, Sergio?
She's going to wind up getting...
It could be the angle from up here. I think the angle from up here might be the best view.
Technical foul charge number 12, Jasmine Palmer.
So Palmer gets teed up.
That's her third personal foul.
She's got to watch herself. Just want to overstep it.
Checks in for Brookdale.
Refs can understand the frustration, but it goes to a certain point, really.
Ooh.
She was kind of on top of her and tossed her off a little bit, But that'll put Reddington back into the game with
Thanks, Sergio.
with 4 fouls.
I was going to say thank you. You didn't give me time, but I mean, yes, I'm happy.
2:10 remaining, 70-59, and Perrier makes it 60.
You know what, Sergio? I'm not happy. I am not happy.
I wanted a better angle on that. How about that one?
Yeah, I don't like your attitude either.
As Barrier makes the second shot to bring it to a 9-point lead for the Blues. And we're going to have some more discussions. Coach Bob talking to the official. It was an official timeout.
Yeah,
I don't know what she was. She's just trying to find anything to complain about at this point. She's very fired up, and you can understand it. But there was an official time on the court.
A little confused as to what the technical foul. You get the ball in 2 shots. I thought that was pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, yep. Brookdale can't let this take it away. Oh my goodness. And that is just...
That's 4 feet behind the line.
You can't even think about guarding that. That's... Wow. 70-64. Minute 50. Still got a ball game here.
I like what Brookdale's doing, using the clock.
Yep. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Look for them to start up a play now. Is Reddington driving into the basket. Feeds it out to Lukianov. Travel call there.
That was a good call, too. She took a couple of steps, almost lost control of the ball, and that's the reason why it didn't come out of her hands to the corner quicker.
They can't let that last, stoppage in the clock really get to their head, because this is going to really kill them coming down the stretch.
Oh, that's a bad turnover. That's a really bad turnover.
Yep.
Can't afford that right now if you're down by 6. Shot clock only allows 3 more possessions if you use it fully. And now it's a must stop. You have to get a stop in this possession. No fouls either. Fouls are 2 shots.
Trapp taking it down low, gives it to Carlson, and pass goes out.
That was a bad pass decision.
Yeah. Tried to force it in there.
You're not a ball handler if you're a center or a forward. Get it to your point guard, use another 10 seconds and get a good shot. Not a great decision at all.
Just about knocking on the door for 1 minute. Big block by Trapp, and
that's a joke, right?
Wow. That was
oh man, that's you got to be kidding me with that.
That's her second personal foul.
Yeah, that's a call I don't agree with. Sharika will take 3 now. Sharika makes the first shot, 70-65. Misses the second shot, so definitely goes in Brookdale's favor there. We'll see if she can get the third. Makes the third.
Oh, this is
yeah, she's a little bit too animated.
This game is turning up a little bit. I was not expecting this at an 11-point lead 2 minutes ago.
70-66, 103 remaining.
I mean, we're going back to that foul. I mean, that's unbelievable. I mean, the ball left her hand. It was a foot to the air.
Yeah.
You can't.
She's going to get thrown out any minute.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I can't imagine.
No. Gus here, Santa Nexa was talking about the Coach Powell from Middlesex is starting to maybe overstep her boundaries a little bit with the referees. They can understand her frustration with the fouls against their players, but get to a certain point where the referees, kind of have it up to here with it. She can get teed up, or that's foul on Middlesex.
And, I think that's what you want. Fowler's not the best free throw shooter. You are giving her 2.
Yeah. And see now why. See now this is. What's going on? The officiating's getting a little bit shaky towards the in the home stretch here.
Yeah, there's been a few questionable calls, but
got to live with it. Just kind of power through it. But see, this is where you got to put into question where if Coach Bob starts to lose his cool on a play like that, is it going to go his way? Is it influencing the refs a little bit? You never know.
That's the one bad thing, because even if one coach is chirping at the refs more than the other, the refs are still having the same emotions towards everything. It's a high-paced game right now, and it's very, very intensely emotional.
Yeah, still 4-point lead for the Blues, so still in their hands.
And I think that the Blues actually called a timeout there before the foul, so now they're just going to re-inbound the ball down low. They're not going to have the 2 shots.
Referee having a discussion at the scorer's table, make sure everything's okay. Middlesex is out of timeouts, but Brookdale has 2 left.
I'm pretty sure right now Brookdale has to get the ball in. They can't call 2 timeouts in a row. That's a technical foul in high school rules, at least. I'm not sure at this level.
Still having a discussion at the scorer's table. Just don't forget, students, spring break begins here at Brookdale on Sunday, March 16th, ends on Saturday, March 22nd. No classes are scheduled, but all the Brookdale locations will be open normal business hours with staff ready to assist you if you need any extra help. Hoping to get back to the action here. A lot of clock stoppages here in the final minutes.
Yeah, last 5 minutes have taken almost as much time as the first 15.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Jump ball, and possession is going to go to Middlesex.
Possession goes to Middlesex.
You see Bob Javine is angry now. He just took off his jacket.
Jacket's off.
Very upset right now.
55 seconds left. We've broken the 1 minute mark. Driving inside. Good defense by Brookdale. Trap got a hand on it. Gave over to.
It's definitely not the shot you wanted for Middlesex, but Brookdale will take it. She wasn't even looking at the basket when she shot it. Tried shooting it over a girl who was 6 inches taller than her.
So things have calmed down, I would say, in the last couple seconds or so.
Yeah.
We're back on this side of the court. I feel like we haven't been over here in a little while.
Absolutely not.
But Paxton Reddington will take a pair of shots. 42 seconds remaining. These are very crucial. Hits the first one. He's a very prolific shooter for the Blues. Showing that here on the stripe. Second one goes off. Rebounded by Valenta. 2-on-2, and we'll slow things up over to Sharika. Good defense by Brookdale there. That was solid defense.
Brookdale takes possession.
Still had possession, so Trop was saying I had it. She had it the whole time, but possession arrow was in their way. 27 seconds, people. Shot clock is turned off. Brookdale 5-point lead. Got to get it out. Timeout. Smart move by Bowler.
Absolutely. You got the one last timeout. You're not going to be able to use it off this next inbound, so you got to get it in. Design another play.
Yep.
2 questionable shots by Middlesex, though, in 2 huge situations. I'm not sure if that's the way I definitely would have gone. I'm not sure if it's the way anybody would have gone.
Yeah. You got Coach Bob and looks like Coach Rivera over there drawing up a play to get this ball inbound, and presumably will be fouled by Middlesex with shot clock turned off. Head over to the stripe. Take a pair of free throws. I almost said 3 throws. I'm tired. What time is it? 10 o'clock.
This has been a long game. The longest of the day comes at the last one, right?
Of course, always. Come on now. Why would it go easy?
When have we ever had the earlier games go longer than the last one?
Oh man.
It's definitely been the most entertaining one, at least.
Yeah.
I mean, the first game was a 27-0 lead to start. The second game was 6-4 in the 10-minute mark.
Oh, boy.
I've had a wide variety of games here.
Yeah. Long day here at the Collins Arena.
Yeah.
But we'll be back here Saturday all day. Pass inbounded there to Trapp and gets it over to Reddington. That's the person you want to get fouled. And 22 seconds, heading to the line again. Trying to put it away and bury the hatchet on this game and move on to face off against Cumberland. Middlesex gave them a lot more problems than everybody presumed.
Absolutely. They really stuck around. And you know, if they had one tall girl, this would be a completely different game.
It would.
They stuck around because Brookdale didn't utilize their height to their advantage. Even when the big girls were on the floor, they gave up so many second chance opportunities.
Yeah.
Oh, both are off there.
Reddington, she was still fighting 1-on-4 to get that rebound. 15 seconds. Good defense all around by Brookdale, trapping her. She picked up her dribble and grabbed by Lukianov. And that's all she said here at the Collins Arena. Final score, Brookdale 71, Middlesex 66. Got chippy towards the end, but we powered through it. And Brookdale will head to Championship Saturday, facing off against Cumberland, who beat Camden earlier in the day. I tell you what, great game.
Absolutely. Bold. I mean, it's just been a great day, too. I mean, both Brookdale teams advancing to the championship, both with a chance to take the Region 19 champion.
Huge day for Brookdale, yeah.
Absolutely. The last two games are definitely the most entertaining. And then that's hands down. Hands down, absolutely.
We'll see who the men face off. Keep it locked on 90.5 tonight. I'll be updating the sports reports there. Also, you can take a look, as always, region19.org to have all the brackets and everything updated. So, Championship Saturday will be here. Are you going to be joining us?
I cannot join you. I have work at my other school. I got to come to the baseball game.
Brookdale TV, regardless, we'll be here all day covering championship games. We've got sophomore showcases that day as well. So, Pat, Dennis, Gus, Sean, everybody, on behalf of the entire BTV crew, I'd like to thank you for joining us, and we'll see you all on Saturday.